I wanted to give some thoughts on the Seattle and Rams game, and also at the same time the Broncos and the Patriots game. I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens. You know, a lot of people, the way the betting markets kind of shifted really interesting, because you saw a lot of people say, oh, there's no way that, Denver's going to win. There's no way that, this is my first time doing this. I saw Hank Green do this, and I was like, hey, maybe I can do this too. Maybe I don't need a setup. It would be so much easier to just make YouTube videos without actually having to have a setup. But whatever. It might turn out to be terrible, and then we'll just kind of adjust from there. But, I think part of what I'm interested in this game is what's going to happen with Jarrett Stidham and that Patriots defensive line, which, by the way, I think the Broncos have a much better offensive line than the Patriots do, phenomenally better. And Bo Nix was really, really good, all season at not taking sacks. He was just phenomenal at not taking sacks. Now, some Broncos fans have said, oh, that's because he has a great offensive line. Stidham isn't going to take the same amount of sacks. I disagree. If you're telling me that Jarrett Stidham is going to have the same ability to not take sacks as Bo is, then we're on different time, we're on different planets. That is one of Bo Nix's superpowers. Now, the issue for the defensive line for the Patriots is that, they've had some guys overperform. But if we're just talking about raw talent, the Patriots' defensive line is not as good as the Patriots' offensive line, as the Broncos' offensive line. So now, with that being said, Sean Payton went out to go get Stidham as his backup. The guy can play. He's not just gonna. I don't think he's just gonna do screens all day. So yeah, on the Rams side of the ball. Look, I think I saw Aaron Schultz tweet this out where he said that the Rams Seahawks game is the highest DVOA game in 50 years, something crazy like that. This is the line has moved, but it's a 2-point. Vegas thinks it's going to be a 2-point game to the Seahawks, so it's pretty much a toss-up. I have a hard time seeing how the sicko of Mike McDonald, he is a sicko, by the way. He's an absolute sicko. I don't know if y'all saw the clip where he says on Wednesdays he goes home for 30 minutes to see his son, and then he just keeps watching tape. I just think the best unit of any of the four teams remaining is Seattle. They're just the best unit. So really the question is, does Sean McVay have the magic to be able to beat Seattle? And I think the answer is no to that. I might be wrong. Who knows? These are just my unfiltered thoughts. I think, though, the bigger issue, if the Rams are going to win this game, it's going to be the defensive unit for the Rams versus the offensive unit for Seattle and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has had the best QBR or EPA per play when he has a clean pocket. When he does not have a clean pocket, it is not pretty. So, are the Rams going to blitz? Is Jared Verse going to be a factor in this game? So those are the kind of two things I'm watching out for. But I low-key, everybody's talking about how the Rams-Seahawks game is the game of the century. I low-key think that the other game, the Broncos-Patriots, it's going to be really good too. I don't think the level of play is going to suck just because Stidham is there. So we'll see. Those are my thoughts for this weekend's games.